It's been a while. Okay. So yeah, I want to talk about motivation in this video, how strange the human mind is when it comes to motivation and achieving certain goals, and what happens when you actually hit those goals. Now it's like, okay, now what? Right. So I've been experiencing this for the past week at the moment. So I was able to hit my goal of 20K a month. Like I set, mini goals. First it's 5, then 10, then 20, and then next is going to be 50, and then eventually 100, right? But it's very strange when you hit the goals and you watch yourself slowly just regress back to the mean, which in the mean for this instance is maybe 12, 13, 14K, right? Because when you're out to set those goals, you envision it and your dopamine spikes, and now you can see it. You can see it. And then once you actually hit it, because you will hit it. You will hit any goal that you actually put out there and you work towards every day. This is what I've learned with goal setting. Like, you are going to hit it. But then the thing becomes, okay, how do I keep this momentum going? You need to get right back on the horse and set a new goal as soon as possible. For instance, for me, when I hit this goal, I stopped wanting to work on the business. I didn't get as much joy or fulfillment. I just kind of didn't care anymore. For like 3 solid days, I was just like, I don't really care. And especially when I got all the stuff done as well. So I just cranked out for like 3 weeks, just cranked everything out. Working 10-hour days, making sure everything's good, setting everything up for clients, doing everything, responding, jumping on calls, doing everything necessary. And then I woke up one day and I'm like, okay, everything's done. Now what? That's the scariest feeling, I'm telling you. Versus, business growth can be painful either way. Or business can be painful either way. Growing is painful or declining is painful. They're both painful, so you have to pick your pain. And I can tell you firsthand, when you're not growing, that's by far the most painful thing. And yeah, I started doing some dumb things. I went out yesterday. I learned I don't like that. I went out for 30 minutes, drove back home because it's just not my thing. Because I'm like, okay, what do I do? Your mind has to, at least for me, what I feel is I need to chew on something or I go crazy. So whether that's, I just can't really sit around and watch Netflix or something. I need to be moving towards something. And if it's not business, it's going out, just doing things that are not aligned with my actual goals. So, I guess this video is really for how we need to understand the mind and how we need to understand how dopamine works. Because what I've learned in this whole entrepreneurial journey, whatever you want to call it, is that psychology is probably the most important thing. Because you can learn, the mind can learn skills, right? All you have to do is do enough repetitions. But if you don't understand why and the purpose and how the mind actually works in terms of dopamine, in terms of, past experiences, the identity, if you don't understand those things, you're going to get nowhere. And every revenue goal I've achieved, it was because of a mindset shift. It was not because of a skill shift, which is because I had the skill. I already had the skills. It was just the mindset and identity shift. Okay. So understanding the mind, understanding how dopamine works, because I'm still trying to perfect it. And, it's never going to be perfect, but I'm trying to get as close to perfect as I can be with reassessing goals, keeping that momentum going, and not getting stuck in negative feedback loops. Because, once one thing goes, everything goes, is what I've learned. And for me, you just stop caring. You stop caring about, what your actual goals are, your end goals are, because, you've hit them. You've hit one revenue mark, and now it's like, now what? So what I'm working on now is keeping that momentum up. As soon as you hit a goal, put it to 30K, put it to 40, put another goal right in front of you. That's the most important thing, because you're going to run into the, okay, now what? And once you don't know what to do, then it's like you have no other choice except to self-sabotage, go do some dumb things, like, and not keep trying to achieve the goal. Because, the human mind is the happiest. It is the most fulfilled when it's trying to achieve a hard goal. That's it. In my experience, firsthand, by far, my peak human experiences have been getting up early, putting a cup of coffee right in front of me, chewing some nicotine, and just relentlessly working. And it's just backwards, because you start to think, oh, I deserve to go out. I deserve to do this. But then when you do, you're just miserable. So I just constantly have to keep reminding myself, where are you the most happy? Where are you the most fulfilled? So yeah, that's really all I have for this video, is just keep setting new goals, or else you're going to regress back to the mean, and whatever that mean is. So it's just the average. Keep setting the new standard, and yeah, see you in the next video.